I expected to show that it's actually got wear and tear and been
Another
used
round
because
of Glass Man
prison shank.
standing. We got Danny and Ryan inside the hot booth, and we got myself, Keller, Endo, and Billy on the mics back here. This round, they're going to be competing to make a prison shank using Electrum by Molten Aura. Shout out Molten Aura.
Cool.
Whose idea was this prompt?
Well, Billy wanted to do a knife, and so we upgraded the word knife to prison shank.
Yeah.
And so now we're doing prison shank.
Fair enough.
Twice as aggressive.
Yeah. Cool, because we asked one of Tana's friends, I guess, if she would click on a video that said glass knife or glass prison shank, and she said glass prison shank for sure.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Right?
So
okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's how we landed on it. But what's Brian, aka FargoFlameWorks, for anybody first time on Glass Man Standing? Welcome. What's going through your head?
Prison shank.
Hell yeah! You ever been to prison?
The deep diving questions on Glass Man Standing.
Well, I didn't know if this was just based off of your intuition, off of Breaking Bad, maybe, or you ever seen Prison's the New Black, maybe, or Orange is the New Black. Sorry, yeah, Prison's the New Black.
I
A
think
lot of shanks in that show, though.
No, just a prison show I thought of.
If you watched Oz back in the day, you saw all the shanks.
There was a lot of shanks in
designs.
Oz.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see what these two define as prison shank.
yeah, it's
There's
the
kinda gotta
knife
be
blade,
an
right?
Artist explanation going on too, right? Like if I were in prison, the assets that I would find lying around or shape
Yeah.
or shiv,
Yeah.
it's not about who you poke, it's about what you poke with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It leaves a lot of room for creativity. Like, you got your classic toothbrush, like filed down,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you got your classic.
So there's a go-to, just a sharp fucking toothbrush.
True.
That's definitely a prison shank style. What do you
For
think,
sure.
Billy?
Something like almost wrapped up to something, like make it look like
See,
it's
that's
wrapped
what
up.
my
I would
thoughts
do
were.
a handle. Looking
Yeah.
Like a
that
bunch
way.
of string wrapping some shit into some shit.
Yep.
What is it? Pokey. Don't
Yep.
ask again.
It'll
Yeah,
puncture.
yeah.
That's all that matters.
Maybe a little serrated.
Oh. See, that gets pretty damn fancy.
What's
But I
your
like a hook. Pull some shit out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your idea of a prison shank, Danny?
Something you could do damage with.
Do damage?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
It's got to be pointy,
It's gotta be
pointy,
functional.
sharp, jagged, and then has to have a handle.
Yeah.
So it's all about it's halfway the ergonomics. It's definitely
Yeah.
all about the pointy, but you got to have something not poking yourself back as you're stabbing
Functional
multiple
art,
times.
right?
Yeah, functional.
Yeah, no
for
doubt.
sure.
What about you, Austin?
What? My idea of a prison shank?
Yeah.
Well, I said, the first one that comes to mind is like the toothbrush that's like filed down, you keep under your pillow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, or like the razor blade like attached to a toothbrush,
I don't
Kelly,
know.
what you think?
That's a hard one because, I feel like that's pretty realistic. But in the movies that I've seen, at least, somehow they always end up with like a big ass dagger to shank somebody with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where my mind goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dagger. That's what I'd make, basically. But I wouldn't worry about it at all because it's a prison shank. Like it wouldn't need to be super straight.
See, I think there's another thing about the design of a prison shank too. Does it fit in the prison pocket comfortably so you can get away?
Yeah.
I was just about to say that too.
mean,
It has to be hidden well. Like,
logistics,
you can't have a
this is real.
shiv.
Yeah.
So it can't be a huge knife.
Oh, sorry, Governor. My knife is fucking machete and a knife, right?
Yeah.
Economics.
How big of a blade is big enough to shank somebody?
See, I feel like toothbrush is the most strategic route.
Yep.
In glass, that's pretty easy.
That's what I would have went.
What's that?
2 or 3 inches max on the blade, right? Prison style.
2
Oh,
or 3
yeah.
inches max on the blade, prison style.
Yeah, yeah. The handle needs to be adequate.
I think the term is
Yeah.
keister.
I mean,
Yeah, whenever we judge it, we're gonna test them out. See who's does more damage.
Not it.
Well, it's me and Clara. I thought. So.
Okay.
Melon.
Clara's not here, so she gets the to be the testee.
You're just gonna throw Claire on the shank like that.
Yeah,
You
well,
just
yeah.
Stab her
Okay.
and see
Yeah.
how she does.
Nick
Yeah.
says we're in the stabby section of the stream. We sure are.
Like if
What's up,
someone
Nick?
if someone pulled up and pulled out this, would you be more scared? Is what we're gonna judge it off
Ah.
of, you know? Not actually, but
As
it's,
opposed to just pulling it out on her.
yeah.
But then it's, does it actually penetrate vital organs? 14 minutes, y'all. Loads of time.
The first 5 minutes seems slow. Like it's like it goes by a little slow, and then all of a sudden it's
Yeah.
3 minutes left.
The pace picks up, yeah. To me, everything gets faster when I actually look at the clock. Like, hearing y'all's updates is
All
what
right,
I
I've
kind
got
of
mine.
live off of.
Kind
You
of
what?
looks like a fucking pencil. You good?
I think so.
Your shank is done
That's
now.
mine.
No, you gotta add
Oh,
more.
whoa,
do another one.
whoa, early.
Do a bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, you gotta make a bigger shank now.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
what's
like
up,
your
Nick?
mini shank for the big one. Go for it.
I mean, it's discreet.
You already got one in the box.
What are the materials
Fuck.
used for that shank?
That was this in clear. I put clear over this color, and that's the handle, and then it's just a piece of this for the shanky part.
Okay, but what prison materials were theoretically
Oh,
used?
it's metal scraps from the shop.
Okay.
From the shop.
There you go. That's all it needs. That's selling
yeah.
art right there.
A little bit of a piece of kitchen scraps and some metal from there. Just shaved off metal that's been glued together.
Okay.
Oh, saved up enough metal scraps to
Yeah, yeah.
finally make the shiv.
Something that's thin enough that when you stab it in, it'll break off.
Yeah.
You always got to give it that little twist. Twist and pull it. Twist and pull it.
What's the story behind yours, Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan, what you got?
Well, you see, I got a kind of like a toothbrush thing going
Nice.
on.
Yeah.
I do see that.
But, it's got this, crazy metal tip, Maybe, melted it down in his toilet or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, like he saved a couple of cans from the fucking.
From the tomato one?
Yeah. Getcha.
Garbage
He works
bag
in the
line.
kitchen, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the piece from him.
Oh, they're in cahoots.
Busting out of here.
Just shady motherfuckers making prison night. Well, what do you expect?
Sell one of these for like 15 cigarettes. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You know,
You
if
gotta
you
up
use
that,
one of those,
so-
you could just get like 15 bitches too.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I watched this podcast with this dude talking about his time in prison. He was talking about how a dude used to make a hole in the wall, like a pre-made hole, and then like cover it so that his new cellmate he would like intimidate and then like punch a hole through the fake wall. And he said it would work every time. Like like the other dude would just be like, "Okay, yeah, you're the boss. You're the boss." You're like, "Yeah."
I'm in here with the fucking
That's a
whole
good idea.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is what is it called? The fucking when you're sewing the needle, whatever, or like knitting, the knitting needle.
A knitting needle?
I think it's called a knitting needle.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's what this one is.
Kelly, our resident crocheter, kind of
Well,
similar.
Yeah. It's
Stitch,
like one of
there's
those.
crochet, there's knitting.
Yeah, it's got to be defined further, Danny.
It's
Kelly, give her the options again.
It's like a I don't know which one's smaller or like
Cross stitch is really small. I'd say knitting is
So it's-
probably in the middle with the two needles.
it's one of those because it's this size.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Whatever this size is. The kind that you just hold and there's two.
Keep going. Okay, he's got a lot of thought and detail going into this. Looks like he's giving it a little bit of a
Ergonomic.
wobble
You said it
there.
from the
Looks like
beginning.
you've got a couple
Yeah,
of
I love
lighters, the
it.
heat and whatnot to get that plastic fucking proper and hardened.
Gotta be able to, have that grip.
You only got 9 minutes and 45 seconds until the guards come.
Shit.
They catch y'all. Contraband.
They're coming to take me away, haha. All right, so both competitors, same question. First day in prison, what's your first fucking move? Aside from make a shank, it's too obvious.
I'm gonna start discreetly
Gotta-
digging a hole behind something.
Okay.
Get that routine going. You know what I'm saying?
How about you, sir?
And-
No, I would be horrible in prison. Don't be proud of you for us.
I think I'd research the prison skills before I went.
Google it. Use GPT.
Yeah.
Like that Kevin Hart, Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah, I worked with the dude who
yeah.
Remember that?
he said his prison school or his prison skill was lighting a lighter. Like he could light or he could make fire.
Ooh,
Yeah, like with the aluminum foil and
sure.
the socket. Little scraps of toilet paper.
So he was just the spark man
Yeah.
for the whole fucking block. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's useful as fuck.
Would he
Yeah.
just set fires for people?
Said he'd make friends that way.
No, he'd light a lot of cigarettes, though, I'm sure. They got passed from cell to cell to cell.
Oh yeah. A useful prison skill. It's like shank maker.
Mm-hmm.
Toilet wine.
Oh God.
You never piss in your own toilet.
That's just what I was thinking. Yeah, the guys who can tattoo
They were
and make
saying-
ink, that's fucking sick.
You could do it out of like the juice and stuff, but I heard that the tomato paste one is like the strongest by far because it contains
Yep.
no sugar.
That shit sounds like the
Fun
heartburn.
fact.
Prison pump back, yeah.
Maybe you were lying when you said you didn't go to prison.
Oh, I love this move.
Do you think if either of you ever went to prison, you could figure out a way to maybe not a shank, but like make a pipe for someone? I feel like that would
Oh,
make
I
you
would.
safe.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. 100%. Especially if it gets me like some weed or something. Okay, there's another one. It's a tiny knife, and the handle is a plastic spoon from the kitchen.
Okay.
Let's go.
Mm.
I'm calling it that. that's
About
kind of pushing it. At this
6
point, I
minutes
don't
and
know.
30 seconds.
I could try to make another one.
You better.
It's ready.
Wait.
Huh?
Ugh.
I really want to see some blood.
It was just, I
Like-
started low.
Yeah, I was
We
gonna
got all
do
these
that, but I don't think
clean-
we can use red, right?
Yeah, what's the point of a prison shank if it's not used? It's just a shank.
Rip it out.
How much time they got left?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 6 minutes. Ryan, I'm really excited for you to. We touched on it a little bit, but you're gonna come back and be our first guy in the back studio. You excited about that, man? You have a plan for this space, or you're just gonna go and then create as you go?
That's kind of how I do things, you know.
Did you have your own studio back in DFW?
I've shared, mostly shared spaces, but for the last year I've pretty much worked alone. Which is cool. It has its pros and cons, working, in your backyard, but, I'm a competitive person, and I like to, be around other artists who are, really good at what they do. So
Yeah.
that makes me also better at what I do.
Very smart.
5-minute
Give
mark.
it a try.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I know we've been trying to do this for a little while.
I'll tag you in, sir.
Um,
Come on.
Kelly, how about you? Has this been a long dream of the Glassmiths?
I think so. I mean, we've really put a lot of effort into the glass side of our business as of the last year. So this is cool to see this be the result of that, and it seemed to be going well. I know I'm excited to have a space that's mine. So I think a lot of other people will be too, and like classes and all that fun stuff. Yeah, most definitely.
Did you ever think this was going to happen when you started blowing glass on the West Campus?
No, absolutely not. But not just this, like a lot of stuff.
True.
5 Stories, podcast, but yeah, no, this is surreal.
I was gonna try to make a knife, but I ran. Oh, sorry.
Welcome, Jeff, to the commentary.
Thank you. What are you doing in there, Danny?
I only had a little bit of that color left. I was gonna try to make a little knife, but it wasn't quite enough. So it's like
You
a little
snip
piece
some
of wire, you know?
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
If you need to snip some off.
Jeff,
No,
you've
you're-
been watching. What you think?
Oh, this is fun to watch. I love this competition now. It's going to be hard to keep me out of here. Sorry. I'm really excited for you guys to get that shop going in the back. Like we've been talking about it in the background. That's going to be a really good thing for the community.
Thank you.
And then,
Could be hella
like,
cool. Hopefully
just
we'll do it good.
a place where like all of us can come together and like do stuff. Like I've got an adequate shop, but it's nowhere near what you guys are building. And
Say that again.
I said I have like an adequate shop, but it's nothing like what you guys are building, and it's going to attract a massive glass blowers. Like we're going to be like, dude, let's all just go to Glassmith and go hang out up there because like there's actually the spot where we can all go and we can all like get work done together.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Like I don't know if you're thinking in that way. But,
Definitely.
like it's, you know, I know you got your full-time renters and stuff, but if you have space for everybody to come in for the day, you know, we'd rather come here than all crowd into my little studio, you know, and everybody has a little creative room, some elbow room, some and a space outside of like it's sometimes better to be outside your own environment to come up with stuff.
Definitely. You have a pretty big space like for your own. But even then it's like how many people can you get? How like I don't know. Like you said too, you get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, I can
Be able
only
to work
get-
with people in a neutral environment.
A minute
Yeah,
45.
and I can only fit like 4 glass blowers running at once, but if you've got the space for 10, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
You're like everybody meet up over here at this time. Let's
And
go.
you don't have to be as comfortable with the people,
Yeah.
right? Like you're inviting people to your house, kind of, right? Like,
Yes, and that's a different thing.
yeah. Now we'll have like after here pretty quick. We'll have a restroom and sink, and you know,
That's
like
all the important
yeah.
stuff. You gonna put a little kitchenette in there?
Yeah, I don't know, a bar.
Yeah.
Gotta get it to the microwave or something.
How many was that, Danny? Like 17 shanks?
About a
You're
minute
the
left.
like prison shank dealer,
4.
pretty much.
To hand out to the gang.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
much time is left?
That's at least
40
100
seconds.
cigarettes.
seconds.
Oh shit, 45 seconds.
Quality of the point, you know.
Okay, he's on the point. You gotta be able to stab and twist.
Yes, I love that.
25 seconds.
This is a novelty. It doesn't have to be that functional, bro.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah, don't hurt
Let's
anybody.
go.
Go 16
Let's
seconds.
go.
Turn that torch
Good
off.
job.
Is that
Get
too
that
fast?
torch off.
Yeah.
So the last round was pretty good. Special thanks, the Hayes Connect, Chronic Roots Distribution. Shout out Puffco, thank you. Shout out North Star Glass, Glass Alchemy. Couldn't do it without y'all.
For real. Shout out Cannabis and all the hash makers out there.
Hash in general.
Hash in general, we thank you. We appreciate you.
No, we're both getting on.
Yeah.
Yep. I got an empty spot too.
Oh, there's a spot right there. Okay.
So we'll
Cool.
see how this goes. I don't know if Danny can win it on quantity twice. I think overall the detail that Ryan tried to put on the toothbrush gonna take this home.
It might be.
I love the
I
toothbrush.
think you might be right.
I did. The last piece I made though had a little serrated edge. Like I cut it, and then it's got like a little hook, so it looks pretty scary. But I do love the toothbrush.
It's hard to incorporate the electrum with just clear.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah,
kinda
the
looked
color
like a
was
metal
hard
color,
to
but yeah.
hard to use for that.
Yeah.
Well, not the workability of the color necessarily, but like incorporating a metal, like looking color into like seemingly something that would be like plastic, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like
Oh.
I almost had done the whole thing in clear, and I was like, oh wait, I gotta kind of have to.
It's
Yeah.
wild to go from like concept to finished product in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's really kind of wild.
I love. So what'd you do? You had a toothbrush. Did you put like spikes on the other side or something?
Yeah, there's a point on the end, and then I went back and added like layers to the bristles. So there's like clear electrum, and then clear on top of that. And then I kind of added some like ergonomics to the toothbrush. You know how they're not just like obviously a cylinder most of the time. They've kind of
Yeah.
got like a skinny neck that bends and kind of comes around,
Right.
and
Sick.
then the bottom is kind of tapered as well.
Sweet. Yeah, I like it. The look of it's really cool.
I want to see it.
Do stand up. That one looks like
I like
the crab claw is really cool.
there's some good dab tools, honestly.
It's like the only thing you could get in prison was a half a crab claw, so you made it a shank. I mean, I don't know what prison's serving crab.
This is contraband material.
That's too funny.
Yeah, you get what you get. You get.
True standard issue, prison issued toothbrush.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Sick. You can leave. They should be okay. It seemed pretty like a stable color. Hell yeah, dude. You killed it. Fuck yeah. I love the toothbrush.
Ryan goes the other way.
Busting them out.
This is so funny.
Damn, let's go!
Thank you. I think you kind of had that one in the bag, but thank you. Good game, dude. Good game.
Good job, Danny.
Great
Thank
stuff.
you, guys.
Amazing shanks all around.
Yeah.